Hi there, I'm Jeff Millhouse, Executive Vice President of Sales of Enviro. I'm here today to introduce to you the new dual flush conversion kit retrofit kit. First, I'd like to begin by showing you what the industry has been doing for the last 50 years. First part inside of the tank of a commode, you'll see there's a standard fill valve. Pretty much, these are called fluid masters or fill masters. This has been around for the last 25-30 years, and these pretty much haven't changed in all that time. The other part of the commode is the flush valve. Here, if you look, this is a simple seat assembly mounted in the bottom of the tank that has a lever plus a chain on it that goes to a flapper valve, and whenever the handle is depressed, the amount of water in the tank is evacuated. If whatever is in the tank is evacuated at that point, you pull the handle and it flushes it down the commode. What we here at EnviroFlush, I'd like to show you our new product of this retrofit kit. The first part of it is the fill valve. Our fill valve pretty much is pretty close to the old design they've been using for a lot of years. It is a standard pilot valve design, but it works the same way where you have a course adjustment where you open it up and you can set the length of the fill valve and the amount of water that's in the tank. That really isn't the innovative part of the dual flush system. It's the flush valve. Now, first of all, if you look at the flush valve, you'll notice the difference between the old design and the new design. The first thing you're going to see is the cable drive for activation. What you have is a cable between the flush valve and the handle assembly. What is really unique and nice about this is that it's versatility for installation. Once you mount the flush valve down into the tank of the commode, and as long as the cable can make it to the hole where the handle comes through, you can pretty much get this thing to work in any position. You can mount the handle either in any direction, up or down, sideways, up, upside down, whichever way you want. As long as the handle can turn 180 degrees in that position, it'll work. The second part, which is really what we think is the unique part about it, is its ability to set the amount of water, or you can select the amount of water that you want to use in both the full flush and half flush mode. First thing I'm going to show you here is that when you take this apart, you'll see that there's some windows marked full flush, one of them marked half flush, 180 degrees apart on the flush valve. And what that means is that if you have an old commode and you want to use more water or a little less water, you can select the amount of water in both the full flush and the half flush, which is right for your commode, for your application. What that means is you typically, wherever you have it set up, you have about 20 to 25% flexibility to adjust the amount of water in the full and half flush, whichever you select, up or down, in order to get the valve to flush and clean the commode properly. The other part of this that we really like about is its versatility for repairs and maintenance. If you look at this, it's mounted in there like that. It's on a quarter-turn valve, a quarter-turn mechanism. You can pull it apart. If you have to take the seal change or the seat change, you can literally pop off the seal, pop a new one on in minutes. If the mechanism itself needs replaced, you literally can give a half turn on the mechanism, a half turn, and pull the whole mechanism out at once. Pop it out of there, disconnect at the end of the handle. You literally can make a whole change like this in a few minutes. Now I'd like to go over some of the real benefit savings of this valve. If you're using a 1.6 gallon commode and you go to the two flush system, you can expect a family of four to save about 2,600 gallons a year. If you have a 3.5 gallon commode, the older design, and you have a family of four, you can expect to save about 16,600 gallons a year. And if you have the 5 gallon flush tank and you go to the dual flush, you can expect to save about 27,700 gallons a year. Can you imagine the savings that utilities can have if only even a percentage of the people in their utility would install these valves? The thousands and thousands and millions of gallons we can save in just a year's time. These are some of the really big savings that we believe, and why we believe our product is superior to everything else that's out there. It's very cost effective, and we also, over replacing your commode, and we believe it makes a commode like a new one. Here at Enviro Flush, we'd like to thank you for listening to us, and if you have any questions, please contact us at echoflushtoilets.com. That's echoflushtoilets.com. Or on more technical questions, please feel free to call me, Jeff Millhouse, at 717-468-7527. Thank you very much and have a good day. Remember, be green, be clean.